and welcome to a new reading vlog. It is now the 22nd of May on Monday, so this will be the last vlog for May because the last 3 days are like literally 3 days. I feel like not putting them in this video, so it will be a long vlog. I think depends if something like special happens, but probably not. So I read a lot last week. I have all the books here because I just wrapped up the last vlog. I think I will read quite a lot this week as well. There's final books of Porker starting on Thursday, so I'm gonna try to finish some duologies following Steph because she's also trying to finish some duologies that are Asian because I have a lot of Asian duologies. I'm saying a lot, and right now I can remember 2. But I will figure that out when I get there. If there's not duologies, I will try to finish some series as we shall see. But meantime, I kind of have like come to the standstill on my TBR where like I had too many books, but now I read too many last week, so now I don't have any books I can read until like next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because those are 2 for book clubs and I like to read them last in a month. Then I have my Dragon Reborn audiobook, which I am doing at the same time. Then I have one that is the final in the duology. That is the last 4 books on my TBR. So I will read the one in duology on Thursday, but I need books until then. Oh, I thought actually it was 4 days until the final book. There's only 3. It's only Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That's fine. That's fine. I already kind of decided which 2 books to pick up, so I'm going to get them. I just need to put... This is all books I read last week. I need to put them back in place. Stuck inside my shelf. Because the couch is in a way. I'm gonna get rid of the couch. First one I have decided on, because obviously I'm still reading books for Asian Readathon. I forget to introduce every vlog that it is theory and Asian Readathon vlog. I just assume people know. I just assume. It makes sense. I'm only reading Asian books basically, except Dragon Reborn. But I decided to pick up The Art of Prophecy by Wesley Chu. This was almost on my TBR, but then it didn't make it. And I really, really want to read it. I've wanted to read it since it was released, I think, in September. So like I was gonna say buy it, I pre-ordered it, I don't even know, and then I just never got to it. So Jade has been like talking about it so much lately, and it's made me more excited for it. So I was like, if I have time I will read this. I want to read Yellowface, hasn't arrived. If Yellowface arrive, I would drop everything, but since that hasn't arrived, I think I will start this. It is quite thick, but I think I could use 2 days on this, maybe 528, unless I did extra sprints. Maybe we shall see. I am very excited to start this. I think it's like about someone who's chosen for prophecy, but then I actually need to train for that prophecy, because even though they're prophesied to be this kind of person, it doesn't mean that like you can just do everything the prophecy says or something like that. But I love training novels. Like I love it when I need to train. We shall see like how I'll feel about it. I'm very more hyped for it because Jade has loved it lately, and I'm excited that I get to read it because I finished my TBR early. I was supposed to come down, but at the same time I have a lot of time, so it's fine. That's all I got for this clip. I need to go and do stuff now, but I should update you later with what I managed to read today. Okay, hello. So I did get some book mail, so I thought of course I would open it here. Starting off with the first one. I think maybe this is a book I could have started now. So now I'm like, should I not read Art of Prophecy? Should I read this one instead? You shall see. You shall see. Ah, it is. It is. It is. I can't get it out. Life's Ceremony by Sayaka Murata. This one came out last year, but I didn't want that height of the book because I wanted it to match my other ones, which is Winnie Storm Woman, obviously, and what's it called, Earthlings. Oh, it's a bit smashed on the bottom, but it's fine. Very excited for this, even though I have no idea what it's about, but I don't need to because I will read anything Sayaka Murata writes. Is this a short story collection? It might be. I waited 100 years for the right height because I wanted to match my other ones. Then we have this, which I ordered on Amazon. It's a used book because I wanted this book, but I didn't have any more in like hardcover unless it's used. So, oh, hopefully it looks good, and it does. It looks really good. I'm very happy. Sometimes, you know, you're a bit scared buying used. So it's Girl Gone Viral by Arvin Ahmadi. So I have his other 2 books in hardcover, which is why I wanted this in hardcover as well. And I really enjoyed his books, so I wanted it to match. It is, you know, just a bit like, let's say, smudged up in there, but like I didn't expect it to be like perfect, but like it's a really good condition. Bit yellow, but I wouldn't expect anything else, but exactly the one I wanted, and it was pretty cheap because it was used. So used books are really great, actually. I'm very excited for that. Really sorry for the super loud cat fountain. And then I have a package from Daisy and B, which is obviously Steph and Jade's shop. So I bought 2 bookmarks, that one that was a new release and one that I had for a while. Here we go. I'm gonna show them off. If I can open the package. Always try to not ruin the sticker because it's so cute. I don't want to ruin it. Let's see. So I got, if I can get them out, I got the new one, which is the Clit Literature Book Club one. Obviously love the club and love the look for this. Really cute, really cute. And then I got one Final Book Support Group one, which I hadn't had. Like, there's 3 of them, but I only got 1 because I don't have any, because I keep forgetting that they're there. But I wanted at least 1 for the Final Book Support Group. So it says, I have 99 problems and 98 of them are sequels, which is very true. So I wanted at least 1 to have when we do Final Book Support Group, which is later this week, as I said earlier. So yeah, I got 1 of them. I might just buy like the rest, as like when I order other stuff, I will add like 1 final book until I have all, maybe. But at least I have this one. So yeah, I got the 2 I ordered. Very happy. Yeah, that was today's mail. There is not mail every day in Norway, which is like the most annoying thing in the world. More book mail to come in like a few days, I guess. Hello. It is late. This has become my it is late update place because it's the easiest one. I did start Art of Prophecy today. I ended up reading 268 pages, which is, according to my app, 51% in, because I wanted to read half today, half tomorrow. Also, I don't know what I've been saying earlier in this vlog, but I said first that I had 4 days into Final Book Support Group, and then I said Final Book Support Group starts on Thursday, which doesn't make sense because then I wouldn't have 4 days. It starts on Friday. It is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, not whatever I said earlier. So yeah, I just was thinking like, well, that doesn't make any sense, but it's all good. Like, I can still like cover the same plans that I wanted to, but just want to clear whatever I said earlier up. But Art of Prophecy, it is, as I said, like, there is this person who's prophesied to be the hero of the people, and he has like kind of been raised to be the hero of his people, but maybe not in the right way. And then we have this character who's kind of like a soldier, and she's like a legendary hero in this world, and comes there and it's like kind of takes over and it's like, you should have done this and this and this and this. And then other stuff happens that may be like, what can I say, puts everything that has been going on in a totally different light and different situation. And it's very, very interesting. We also have some other point of views from the world where other things are going on. And we see like a really interesting world building. At the same time, with kind of like this build up for this character, like the hero character. And I love like a build up story. I love like training stuff. Yeah, it's really, really good so far. I really like our female main character, where she's like an older warrior and she just basically doesn't give a shit and just goes around, I was gonna say, crashing walls down. And people are like, you cannot be like this. And she's like, well, can't I? I'm just tired of life. I just want to do whatever I want. And it's just very funny. While our other hero dude is like in a totally different mindset than that. And it's just very good. It's written really well. It is represented really well. I am really enjoying like the building, and I'm very interested to see what will come. The like religion is very interesting. The different beliefs we have, I was going to say, from different sides. Everything's very interesting right now. So I'm very excited to continue. And like, I have a feeling that depending a bit of how the story plays out, it could potentially be a 5-star read. So I'm very excited to try to finish it tomorrow. And yeah, that is thoughts for Art of Prophecy so far. Halfway, 50%. Very, very, very happy about it. And it was a great pick to do. And now I'm going to bed and I gotta sleep. It's late. I'm tired. Good night. Okay. So I'm once again updating when I'm going to bed. It's just, I can't help it. Wait, I want to put you down. Can I put you down here? Not that bad of a spot, actually. I'm going to bed. I took a midnight shower and everything. Changed my bed sheets at like 12 a.m. And I need to actually kind of wake up a bit early. But it's all good. But I did finish Art of Prophecy today. That was not why I am up so late, by the way. I just want to finish it. And it did not end up being a 5-star read. Almost disappointed by the fact. I really, really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the characters, the world, the setup, what is to come. But I felt like there wasn't enough plot for me to feel like fully engaged. I feel like, what to say, like, it didn't give me enough for it to be a favorite. I didn't feel blown away by the plot. I enjoyed it. I thought it was interesting. I'm excited to see more. But like, as I said, it wasn't like, oh my god, the favorite thing ever. And also some of the writing in like the fighting scenes, I was just like a bit confused. Even though I felt like they were really cool at first, and then they confused me. So I was kind of upset about that. Not upset, but like I felt like a negative thing for me. But like just like the story, the vibes, the characters, and how a book was written was good. It didn't completely feel like a 5-star read because I need to be a bit more blown away from the plot, or like feel what could I say, floaty feeling to like completely love it. But it's a very strong 4-star read. I'm very excited to continue. It definitely feel like it's setting up like this huge thing, and I really like the setup. I really think it did what it wanted to do very well. Very, very happy I read it, and I had a great time with it. So it didn't disappoint at all. I just had like a really 5-star feeling like the first 100 pages, and then it ebbed a bit down, which is like okay, but just how I felt, I guess. Then for my next read, which I'm starting tomorrow, I decided to pick up The Last Tale of the Flower Bride by Washington Chakchi. As you know, I have finished my TBR, and Final Books Report Group doesn't start until Friday, not Thursday. So I need to fill in somehow, and I really, really want to read this. And I thought, why not? We're still doing Asian Readathon. And it's much shorter than Order of Prophecy. It's only like less than 300 pages. So I think I could finish the whole thing tomorrow. I shall see. Also, like, it's so pretty. I have the Farewell edition, and it's just stunning. I love it so much. The look, it's so good. So I'm very excited to read this and see what I feel. Oh my god, naked as well. Stunning, stunning book. I have enjoyed all of Washington's books. She writes very beautifully, makes me feel like that floaty feeling. So hopefully I shall enjoy her newest. We shall see. And that's all I got for today, apparently. I'm just bad at vlogging. Tomorrow might be some book mail, so excited for that. I really need to sleep. See you tomorrow. Just had a very long afternoon. I guess this is what you call it. But I got loads of book mail that I want to open with you guys. So hopefully that will make me feel better. My head hurts a bit, but it's fine. I have a lot of stuff from Black Belts because I ordered stuff and I don't remember what is what. So let's see. Starting off with this one, we have Beastars volume 22. I think this is the last volume. I don't remember which one I have now gotten or not gotten, but I in theory have bought all of them now, and I'm terrified. It breaks my heart to be finished, but you gotta finish eventually, right? Then we have another one from Blackwell's. What is this? What have I ordered? Oh, I forgot that this was even shipped. So it is Tales from Earthsea by Ursula Gwen. This is like the other editions that were released. So they released 1, 2, 4 of them, and I have all of them. And I was like, oh my god, I don't have the rest of the series, but I guess I just have the portraits. I also have like the bind-offs of all of them, but then they announced that they will do the rest of the series. So I have this one, and I ordered the next one. I don't know if it's in this pile, but at least like now I have matching editions of all of them, plus also having the bind-offs, etc. And I never actually finished the whole series. I only read a portrait twice, but I never actually like, well, I think I only read the 3 first books I read twice. And I think I finished the rest. I haven't finished book 5 and 6, which is Tales from Earthsea and then The Other Wind. Maybe this is The Other Wind. It is huge. Could it be something else? Let's see. Oh, no, it is not. It is Tomi by Junji Ito. This was the next one in my Junji Ito order I need to read. So this will go on the bottom of my manga. And I'm very, very excited to read it. It is huge, but I think it will be very, very good and very amazing. It's a bit called bowed, but hopefully it will be fun when I read it. Very excited to read more Junji Ito, and I ordered it and it is here. So now I actually have one that was supposed to be in another mailbox. So this one is actually in the wrong mailbox, but it's fine. This one, oh, it is arrived finally. It's Sharp Objects by Don't Wait McCorby. That was one of the last packages I will receive for Book Depository. I have a few more that are supposed to come. They're just very slow. This is obviously in the First Love world, and I am collecting all of them to read them all with Catch Up Book Club. And this one was one of the next one I needed to buy. And I'm excited to continue. Am I excited? I've read 1 and 2 now. I was actually quite bored, but we can pretend I'm excited. And then it's a tiny one. I assume that this is a manga. Let's see. Yes, so it is, as you can see, My Hero Academia, volume 33. I don't know if 34 is also out. But I'm just following the order, obviously, for where I am in the series. And I love them a lot, but also frustrated by them, but also I love them. And now I have a lot of books today that came. Yay! But the reason so many come at once is one, because I ordered many books, but also because Norway only ships mail every second day. So like everything just collects to one day and you get like a huge pile, which is a bit annoying because sometimes there's no room in the mailbox. That was all the books for today. More on Friday then probably. You should see me soon. I'm gonna go and finish Dragon Reborn now. I finished A Conjuring of Light. Talk a bit more about that later, I guess. Which was my audio from April. I'm gonna finish Dragon Reborn now and then read Last Tale of the Flower Bride later. Yay. Hello. My other memory card doesn't want to work anymore. And now I'm depressed. But I did finish The Last Tale of the Flower Bride by Washington Chakshi. The Last Tale. I don't know what I just said. And it was a very good book. I really, really liked it. It basically follows this husband that marries this really mysterious woman that kind of is very magical, you could say. Comes from a mysterious past. And then he goes to her childhood home, which is also kind of magical, and realizes that she has kept secrets. Stepped on something. Maybe I could put you down here on all these books. That was actually a bit scary, but I'm sure it's fine. Well, he's digging into the secrets, even though she's telling him not to, but he keeps digging. And then they also have flashbacks from her as a kid, her growing up with this other person, and it's just a very like imaginative tale. It feels kind of like a fairy tale. It speaks a lot of like fairy tale and magic and like the forest and life, and it's very beautiful, and the writing is very beautiful. I really, really enjoyed it. I really overall enjoyed the vibes of the story and the characters and the writing. It is a bit like, not to say that it's not confusing, but it's a bit out there, whereas like it feels a bit like a dream, which I feel like fits very well for the story. But I can see it's not for everyone, but for me, it fits really perfectly with what I enjoy in this kind of book. The thing is that because of how the story was set up, I could guess at once kind of the plot twist, because it's a bit of a mystery, you know, these secrets. And I can kind of guess at once where this was going, because it's kind of story I read many times before, I feel like. Whereas when you had it set up, it's usually that answer. And then I was hoping it wouldn't be like that, just because I like it more when books blow me a bit away, whereas like I cannot guess really early on the answers. But it turned out that I was correct all along, and for me it's a bit like, oh, no, it doesn't matter in the long run. Like, you can still enjoy a book a lot, and you can still find a lot of enjoyment in a book no matter what. And I'm not saying that you cannot do that, but it's just something about, I like to be like very shocked to give it like a 5 star, to feel like the book gave me something, which doesn't make sense necessarily, but it's just how I like my books. Or like, it doesn't necessarily need to be like a specific plot twist, but it needs to blow my head a bit, or just be enjoyable all the way through. And here, since it is kind of a mystery, I want to feel a bit like, when you know the mystery is really revealed. And I felt more like, you know. And I'm not saying it was bad or anything like that. It's just more about my feelings towards it. I made it like a really strong 4-star read instead of a 5-star read. But I feel like a lot of people really, really, really love it. But I also feel like a lot of people maybe wouldn't enjoy this, just because it's a very like specific type of book, type of fantasy book. But for me, it was just imaginative and beautiful and very enjoyable. I had a really great time with it, and I felt very like, and like I was very into it. But as I said, it didn't have that like, oh my god, for me to give it a 5-star. I was wondering if it could be a 5-star. It all depended on the end. And then I was just like, okay, it's a very good 4-star book that I really, really enjoyed. So I don't have like bad things to say about it. It's just that experience, you know, the enjoyable experience, which just pulled a bit down for me. But yeah, again, really, really liked it. 4 to 5 stars. And now, since I realized I have an extra day, because I thought that we started Final Book Support Group tomorrow, but it's on Friday, I need to read more stuff. I don't have to, I could take a break, but I don't do that. Oh, also I finished other things, I forgot to say. I actually finished 2 audiobooks today. So I finished A Conjuring of Light, which I've been listening to since April, and I'm going to mention it quickly here, because obviously it's part of my reading, though not part of Asian Readathon, obviously. So it is the 3rd book in a Darker Shadow of Magic, and obviously I'm rereading it because I want to reread it, the whole thing before Threads of Power, and now I have done that, and I really enjoyed this. I actually more than the second one. I'm giving it 4 out of 5 stars. The first one is still my favorite, and it is still a 5-star read. The second one I didn't enjoy as much, but the third one I enjoy it. I still feel like part of it is slow and like it takes a really long time for things to happen. And there's a lot of like flowery, repetitive writing in it that I haven't really noticed before. I was just like a bit like, I get it, they're standing on the balcony and I get one person is looking at another person. I don't need to describe every person looking at another person or what they're feeling. I was just like, yeah, let's just go on with it. And I just feel like trapped in a world and like the villain is kind of boring because there's no like kind of plot twist to pull you through here as well. So it's like, you know, the Access Sparkle was just talking about. But I enjoy the characters. Except Lila. She annoyed me a bit. But she was better in this one than in the second one. The second one, she was terrible. And it's like a book that you have to care about the characters to enjoy. Not all books are like that, but here you have to really like them. Because you're going to spend so much time in the heads and with the feelings and the dramatics around them. So you really have to like them. And I like them. But the book made me want, like, force them upon me so much that it actually made me dislike them more this time around. Like, I'm saying I hate anyone, but like I loved Cal before, but because of how it was like overly written that I didn't notice the first time I read it, I kind of started to like dislike him because it's just like, I get it, he's like this and this and this, I don't need to get it in with a spoon like 14 times a day, you know. But it's like, it's fine. I still love Schwab as an author. Right now I think the Villains trilogy is like, not trilogy, I mean it will be a trilogy, but so far duology is my favorite. But I'm also rereading that soon, so now I'm scared I won't like that as much either. We shall see. I still really enjoy the series as a whole. It's like, I have a lot of good feelings towards it. I sounded really negative here. But it's just like, at the same time, I can see more of the flaws now than when I read it back then. But yeah, still a 4-star for this one. 5-star for the first one. 3 stars for the second one. That was alright. Then I also finished The Dragon Reborn, which is only the third book in the Wheel of Time, which I'm reading for Wheel of Time along, hosted by me and other people. So I finished that today and I'm listening to it with Erica. I feel like how to review, how to talk. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the series overall. It's still like a 4-star read for me, this one. I really like kind of the repetitive pattern of it. I really like the classic fantasy vibes to it while it doesn't like blow your heads away. I enjoy it. I like the characters. I like getting to know new places and see this world. It's an enjoyable time. More thoughts in the live show to come. I had a good time with it this time around. We're soon getting to some I don't enjoy as much, which I see if I remember correctly. But just very excited for the ones I know I love a lot. So yay. Now for the books I will be reading. I had to stretch down really far to get it. I need to read a manga now, which is Boys Run the Riot, Volume 3 by Keito Gaku. This is the next one in the line. Because I read 3 books. Full-length books. Which is Silver and Nightfall, The Art of Prophecy, and Last Tale of a Flower Bride. So this one is about a trans teen and he's not out yet. And then they start this cloning brand, him and his brand, and like kind of express himself through this cloning brand. And a big thing happened in the last one. The second one, there's only 4 volumes as well. So I'm curious to see how that would play out in this one. I personally didn't love that last scene in the second volume, but I'm going to read this maybe now before sleeping. See how I feel about it. This series I really enjoy. I cried in the first one, so I'm hoping it will give me that kick again now in the next one. And then I'm thinking, for my full-length book tomorrow, I want to read Life Ceremony by Sayaka Murata. Since I still have not gotten Yellowface, I want to read this one because I just got it and I really want to read the next book by the author. This came out last year, but I waited for the right height, you know? So I haven't been able to read it until now, and like since I got it, it is short and no Yellowface and no final book support group. I feel like I could pick this up. So I will read this tomorrow and you should hear thoughts done. I don't know what it's about. I think maybe it is a short story collection, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't know. I'm really sad about like the memory card thing, but maybe I can get it fixed. I don't know. Probably not. See you tomorrow, everyone. I need to stop talking so much. See you later. Hello. I've been out all day. I'm very tired, but I am home. I've been driving. I have been eating. I went to the bookstore. I bought a new headset, very expensive one, but Erica had it and I really liked it and I want it for when I'm gonna fly a lot for the next 2 years. I got the Sony one that I know really a lot of people enjoy. Black to match my hair. Very happy about it. Like, I wanted it earlier, but I was unsure, so I tried Erica's and then, yeah. But my memory card is ruined forever. Because I went to the store and there's like a little piece that's fallen off, so I can't get it in my camera. I can like access the footage and everything, because it goes into like the footage thingies, but I can't get the memory card inside this camera, or like any camera, I guess. So it's just depressing, but I have another one which is like not as big, so it's a bit annoying, but I might buy a new one, or might not. I will figure it out. Either way, I bought some books. surprise because I'm trash. So I went and got Land of the Lustrous Volume 7 by Haruko Ichikawa. So this one I actually ordered in a while ago, and then the store forgot me, but they got it now. So I ordered it in because it was as much online as in the store, and I want to support my local store. Continue with this eventually when it comes to the list. And then I got, if I can get the book up, We Are Bound by Stars by Kisia Lupo. So this one was on sale, as you can see, pretty cheap. And I got it just because I have the first book and I think I will like it enough to continue. I mean, I always continue, but I know I want to continue. So I just thought I might as well just get a sequel when I can get this cheap. The thing is that they don't actually match because they changed the covers, as you can see here. This is the other cover, but I have the old cover, so they don't match, but I don't care. I just got it because it was on sale. And then I got The Mystery of the Blue Train by Agatha Christie. This is not the next one I need actually in the series. I need one in between, but they don't have it anywhere in like my local stores, so I need to just get that online. But I just thought I would get the next one. It was like a sale 3 for 2 thing, so I just decided to get books. And then I also bought a book for Erica, which was mainly the point, which she has. It was the 50s, if anyone cared. And then I got the next one in one piece. I got the first one for my birthday. That collects 1 to 3. This collects 4 to 6. I have like the 2 first ones at least. I started now, so I might as well just continue. And yeah, that is the 4 books I got. I'm gonna have sprint soon with my patrons. I'm gonna read Life Summary, as I said yesterday. I did read Boys Wanna Ride Volume 3 last night. Like, it was fine. There was just like parts of it where it's bringing up really important things around like trans people and the LGBTQ community in general, and I just don't know if I love the vibe. It feels a bit weird. Like, I'm getting a weird vibe from it personally, so like I gave it like a 3-star. Like, I'm not hating it or anything like that. I'm really glad to see our character go to the lengths he's going right now for himself, but it was just something like, I don't know what to say, forced about it. So I was just like, I will see how I feel about the 4th volume. But like, the 1st volume literally made me cry, and I loved it. And it was like literally a 5-star. And the second one, the thing happening, and I was like, And now in the 3rd one, I'm like, I don't know if I like love the story that much anymore. But we shall see if I change my mind for the last volume whenever I read that. Maybe I would have enjoyed it more if I read them all after on one another. I don't know. Gonna go and do stuff now. I showed you stuff. Can you say hi? Gee! She doesn't really say hi. She only cares about Erica. She's cutting the grass because I hate to do it. Hello. It is much later. Like 12:30 a.m. I'm going to bed as per usual. The only thing I did after I talked to you guys was basically just finish my book, Life Ceremony, and I also finished my audio, which I forgot to bring a physical copy in here. But me and Erica were listening to Darius the Great Disturbs Better, which is the sequel to Darius the Great It's Not Okay, which is like one of my favorite contemporaries. And we finished that and I cried, and I love it so much, and it's like one of the best things ever. And it's just so wholesome. It's about like being queer, friendship, racism, family, mostly family, and it just gets me every time. And having depression and being depressed and just struggles in life, and it's just done so beautifully. It's one of my favorites, and I feel like while I feel like I talked about it a lot, I feel like I haven't talked about it enough. So I finished that, and then I also finished Life Ceremony, or read the whole thing, and it was great. It was really weird. It's a short story collection, I think, with 13 short stories, and here Sayaka Murata brings up other things she has brought up in other books, like commenting on society, on the place that women take in society, or at least people with wombs, that the pressure to like be in a certain relationship, have sex in a certain way, get children, etc. And then there's a lot of cannibalism. There was also kind of cannibalism in her last book, Earthlings, and I was just like, dang, a lot of cannibalism in this one as well. It's an interesting topic the author likes to bring up, and then just also kind of vibes from Convenience of Woman as well, but a lot of weirdness, like really weird, bizarre concepts that you don't really find other places. It reminds me slightly of Murakami, but as I mentioned earlier, without like weird sex scenes with women that doesn't have names, and it's just very interesting. I don't think you can describe it without you experiencing it. This is just very weird, but like it's perfect. It's the vibes I enjoy. I love the chaos. I love like just how it's written. It's just, you're just sitting there like they're eating people, and it's just so weird, and then it works. It was a lot of actually about sex while simultaneously not being about sex. Like, it's about sex and how sex is in society while simultaneously actually being about asexuality a lot as well. And in the other books by the author, there's a lot about asexuality as well. So it's like a topic that the author brings up a lot. And it's just very interesting, the themes that repeats in her books, and I would just read anything by her. I'm giving this a 4.5, rounding it up to 5 stars. Convenience Store Woman is still my favorite, like a clean 5 star, one of the best books I ever read. And I think I liked this second, and then Earthlings Lost, which was just a bit too bizarre for me, but like still very enjoyable. I'm just excited to read more about the author, read these concepts and awareness, and I am really glad that I read it. So now tomorrow is final book support group. I shall try to read a final book, but I also have work, which is very boring. Actually, I work for 2 days now, but like it's not a lot, but it's still like, it takes time. But then I have a lot of days off, so it will be good. I guess that's thoughts for today. I'm very tired. It's been a long, stressful day, but it's over now, and now I'm going to bed. You shall see me tomorrow. Hello. I tried to have a little productive morning. Don't know how successful I was, but I did do all the cleaning I wanted. Haven't read anything. I just been lying a bit in bed. I've just been using my new headset. Even though it doesn't make any sense, I don't even need a headset on because no one else is here, but it's just something very relaxing about it. Either way, I went and got the mail because I got a message, I got stuff in the mail. So I went and did that. So I could update to you guys before I go to work. So, what's in here? I actually know what's in there. But I bought this on my birthday because I got like a... Sorry for talking, that was really loud. I got like a discount code. I was just like, I will use it. But like, of course, since I used the discount code, they still got the sale. So, you know, you get the discounts, but you use money you weren't maybe planning to spend. So I don't know. But I bought The Dark Elf, as you can translate. It is called Mørke Alven in Norwegian. And it's like a Norwegian manga. It's a Norwegian comic. And actually this vibe reminds me a bit of Beastars. Seems to be like a really cool series that I really enjoy. So I decided I wanted to read it for a while, and since I got the discount code, I got them pretty cheap. And it just seems like cool art. There's a Norwegian author, as I said, that makes it serious, and I think that's just really cool. I wanted to show you like the art. Like I heard about it, I seen the author like in interviews and be like, oh my god, you can live off Friday doing comics. It's not like, you know, that common in Norway, and it's just really cool. So like I just thought it's a cool thing that it is a genre that kind of has grown a lot in Norway lately, and not now just for small kids, but also like for a bit like this is like YA, and I just think it's cool. Okay, so I got the first one and the second one that just came out. Yeah, I assume like 1 volume a year maybe will come. I thought the art looked interesting. Hopefully the story is good. I haven't read the synopsis. It's not a manga, but that's what they call it in the interviews. It's weird. It's basically, it's a comic, but it's kind of a bit like shaped as a manga and definitely like inspired by manga style, I would say. But you know, it's not a manga because manga is Japanese, and like it would be the wrong way to be the manga because the manga is, you know, the opposite, as we know. This is my receipt. I thought it was a bill because it was literally a bill, but then it's just you paid it. Well, thank the Lord, because if I have to pay that now when I already paid, I would be very angry. Okay, so another package. I actually got that package on my birthday because that's when I got the discount because I had my birthday. So I started to buy more from Norwegian stores because like it arrives faster than I buy them not Norwegian. It's just that Norwegian used to be so expensive. I'm opening this while talking. But now since everything else is so expensive, Norwegian is almost the same price, and I'm just like, okay. What is this? I know I bought many books from this store, but what is it? Oh, they really glued it tight together here. Oh, I can see what it is. Ah, it's only one really big book. It didn't want to. I will cut it with my key. There you go. Let's see. So I got Master Artificer by Justin Call. This is the second book in the series. I don't actually remember the name of the series itself, but it is the sequel to Master of Sorrows that I read for Jade's favorite vlog thingy, and I really enjoyed that, and I thought, well, I should get the sequel when I can. So I remember that I wanted it. This is much bigger than the first one. Got this on my birthday as well. I bought it online. It's almost 900 pages. When will I pick this up? Never. No. I really like the first one and I want to have the second one because else I forget that I'm supposed to read the sequel. And I know the third book is not out yet. But yeah, I don't want to forget it. So yeah, it was really nice. It was really big, but I'm still excited to read it. I might maybe audiobook it because it's the same dude I read The Richer. If he also did the second book. I read some of it on audio the first time and it was really fun. Then we have a package that is, again, one of my last ones, Book Depository. I keep saying that, but I think I have 3 more that's supposed to come from them. But this I ordered a while ago and it got very delayed. And this is Nick Blake and the Remarkables by Angie Thomas. This is Angie Thomas' middle grade fantasy debut. I assume actually it's fantasy. Yes. Nick Blade is a manifester. All she wants is to learn the gift. I enjoyed Angie's books before, etc. And I'm very curious what she would do in middle grade, especially like fantasy middle grade. I want to read it. I think it will be really fun and cute. So I got myself a copy and I'm excited. I think that the hardcover, did it have a different cover? I don't remember. But I just decided to go for like the UK edition because they are cheaper than the hardcovers now. The hardcovers scare me because they've gotten so expensive. And it's sad. But these UK people usually have the same releases, so I can get the cheap one, as I call them. Anyway, that was some books. These were much heavier than I thought it would be. Excited to see very different type of books in general. But yeah, I like that I'm kind of branching a bit more out in like Norwegian stuff because it's interesting to see the market here compared to, you know, other stuff that I also read. Definitely seem like stuff I will enjoy here though. Okay, well, I am gonna make breakfast, soon going to work, and then gonna start my final book. It is all the way over there, but it is The Giant Promise. That's the first one I'm going to read by Elizabeth Lim, which is the final one in a duology, in a Six Crimson Cranes duology, and I really enjoy that, and I just haven't picked up Giant Promise, and I'm very excited, so I'm going to do that today, and we will see if I manage to finish it, because it's quite thick. That's what I'm going to read. Hopefully I'll get some time at work. Hopefully there's nothing to do. See you later. Hello. So yesterday I did actually read a lot. I was also very tired, but I don't know. I did the thing. So I finished my first book of our book support group. Wait, I'm trying to take the dust jacket on. Which was The Giant's Promise by Elizabeth Lim. This is the final book in the Six Crimson Cranes duology. Have I already said what I was going to read? I don't remember. In the first one, we have the stories where I like the swan story thing. I don't actually know what the original story is called. But it's basically where all her brothers are turned into swans. And then she is also cursed with another curse. And then she's trying to break this curse. And it's very, very fun. The first one was just so good. I didn't imagine it would be that good and fun. And I was just enjoying it so much. And then I came to this and I was just like... it didn't have the same spark as in the first one. I enjoyed it, but it didn't have like the same wondrous, mystical atmosphere that the first one had. It kind of just felt very much like the character just like jumped into things and was like kind of stupid all the time, and it's very annoying. I felt like it wasn't like that in the first one. And I just thought that some developments was okay, but at the same time, I just feel like the different developments that they had in the first one and like how wondrous that felt, how much like a fairy tale it felt, it wasn't true to this one. And it was just kind of like a jumble of things where this thing happened and then I was like, this thing happened, and it just didn't have the same impact. So it was a bit disappointing actually. I thought that this would be as wondrous as the first one, but it wasn't. I enjoyed it enough. I would give it like 3.5, I think. Maybe actually rounded up to 3 when I think more about it now. But like it wasn't as great as the first one. And I really loved the first one. It was just not at all what I expected, and it really took me, and then this one just didn't keep that up, and it was a bit disappointing. It was just the way that like the events happened. It just didn't feel like the wondrous, as I said. It was okay. Now I'm a bit scared because I will read the other conclusion to Elizabeth Lim duology. It will be my next read. I'm just like, hopefully that will keep up. We shall see. So I have also Love Boat Reunion, which is like another book. I thought that it was a duology. It's kind of more companions to each other though, but it's apparently a third book. But Love Boat was basically in the first one. We had a bunch of teens going to this place called Love Boat, where like they just learn Chinese and they interact like with other people of the age, like from all over the place, I was going to say all over the world. A lot of people from the States go there as well. Many people go there for matches, etc. And we have our main character, Ever, in the first one. I went there for the summer. She meets maybe some boys. There's a lot of drama. And in this one, we follow 2 of the characters that was prominent in the first one. So they get their own story in this one. So it's kind of like, you know, a companion, but literally right now they're like in completely different places, different things happening to them. I'm very much enjoying the girl point of view than the guy point of view. I don't want to say the character names because it's like, if you read the first one, I don't want to know who this one is about because it kind of spoils who ends up with who in a way. But I'm really enjoying the girl point of view. The guy point of view, I'm just like, I'm not enjoying as much. But still, it is enjoyable. I actually started an audiobook just because I wanted an audiobook because I got my new headset and it's really good. So I feel like now I can finally listen properly when I'm out again, because I took a long break from that. And I was planning to read it physically, but then I actually have a script that I never use and I want to start it, so there's not as much pressure since it's 4 days and I have 4 books picked out. So it's not as much pressure for then it's one less book I need to read less of physically on the last day. Or maybe I would just do the whole thing on audio. I haven't decided yet. But so far, really enjoying it, actually. Very wholesome and interesting with these characters to see where they will go. And it's much thicker than I thought it would be. It's over 400 pages. Now we're not on Lovebot anymore though. We are someone else, or different places actually. But we shall see how it goes. I'm actually surprised if it goes where it's always it will go, because I feel like it's just interesting. I don't know. And then today I am starting Shadow Song by S.J. Jones. This is the completion of this duology. The first one was Winter Song. This one is a labyrinth retelling. So in the first one, her sister is taken and she needs to go to the labyrinth to save her, where the Demon King is winning. And I actually really enjoyed it. I had a great time with that. Very much surprised that I did. And now I'm curious to see where this sequel will go. Not as big as the first one. It's only almost 400 pages. I want to finish this today. We shall see if it happens. I'm going out after work to see The Little Mermaid, etc. So we shall see. But I probably have time when I get home. And it's purple and pretty. So yeah, I'm excited to see the completion of that duology. Going for duologies because that's what Steph went for. Obviously we didn't have to, but I was feeling it. And then Love Boat wasn't even a duology. So I couldn't even say I was going for duologies anymore. But it's the latest one out, so it still, counts for final book. Everything counts as long as you don't start a new series. I wouldn't say that counts. Feeling good, yay. I did some editing this morning. I put it off for a long time, so hopefully I need to finish that also when I get home. I have a lot of things I need to do. There's not enough time in a day for all the things I need to do. See me later. I was about to say goodbye, but yeah. That is thoughts, I guess, for books. Hello, I'm dying a bit. It's been all day. I didn't update last night when I came home. And I've been organizing stuff today with myself. And it's been a whole thing. But, hello. I yesterday finished my book, which was Shadow Song. Did I say I was going to read this? I don't have any recollection. But I read it all yesterday. This is the sequel, as I said. I have a recollection now that I said it. But the sequel to the Labyrinth retelling, which was Winter Song. Honestly, it was quite boring. Nothing happened. Almost no developments for almost the whole book until the end. And I was just what was the point of the sequel? We could have just wrapped up the story in the first book. I honestly don't get why we need a sequel. Or we could have just, as I said, been wrapped up in the first one. So yeah, I think I gave it 3, but it's more a 2.5. It wasn't really anything. I really liked the first book. That's a strong 4-star. No need for a sequel whatsoever. Seriously. And then today I have been listening to a lot on audio because, well, I have been trying to reorganize over there, which is it's not organized. I'm just putting books over there. And then I have it looks insane, but it's all of my physical TBR because I'm going to film all of my physical TBR video. So I want to collect them all before starting to actually reorganize. So I don't reorganize everything pretty. I need to take everything out again. And I'm just dying. I own a lot of books, but I also read a lot that I didn't think I had. Either way, so while doing that, I've been listening to Audiobook with Erica over on Discord. And we are listening to The Dream Thieves. They're actually soon done. And I already read this, and I didn't like it the first time. And I'm not liking it that much now either. It's really weird. Nothing really is happening. It's more about atmosphere than anything. And I don't get it. It's fine though. And also been listening a bit to Love Boat Reunion, which was one of my picks for you know, Fine Book Support Group. And my like actual read. Physical read for today was Arrival the Dusk, but I haven't actually read anything. It's soon midnight. I will try to read a bit before the bed. I don't know if I will finish it. I might stay up and finish, but or else I will finish it tomorrow. And then finish this on audio while like still fixing my shelves and stuff. And also having a live with my patrons fixing shelves together. So then I obviously won't listen to audio. But I think I shall finish both of these for tomorrow, which is the last day for Final Book Support Group. I'm excited to read this. And this is not as thick as the other one. It's only like 300 pages. I think the other one was much longer. I have been doing lots of stuff today. I'm very tired. Like everything hurts because moving books takes a lot of energy, especially like finding all of my TBR. But I think I'm done now, finally. I'm just gonna go to bed, I think, and relax. And then you should see me tomorrow, however everything goes. Yay. Hello! I have been busy all day reorganizing and stuff. But I did finish last night Unravel the Dusk by Elizabeth Lim. Didn't enjoy this as much as the first one. It actually reminded me a lot of like, what was it called again? Dragon's Promise. Like they had a lot of similarities, while at the same time not. Also, just felt like a lot didn't happen and it was not magical like the first one, etc. So I'm giving it 2 out of 5 stars. While like the first one was like really magical and like I really enjoyed it. I was supposed to read a manga actually before I read that one, but then I skipped it. And I was supposed to read Love Boat Reunion Done today. But since I decided to audio it, I just decided to not finish it today. Even though Final Book Support Group ends today, obviously. I just like don't need to finish it today. I can just finish it in the next few days. Like I don't need to finish it within Final Book Support Group because I know I will finish it, so it's fine. So I'm just chilling. I might just read a manga. And then I have 2 more reads for the month, which is on my TBR left. And there's 2 more days left. So I should read tomorrow physically. That looks crazy. So I'm excited. I don't know how much you could grace from when I was walking, but I will show everyone properly later, I guess. The updates. I'm gonna read a manga. I'm gonna relax. Oh, I did finish audiobook as well. I forgot to say. I did finish The Dream Thieves by Mike Seawater with Erica. I enjoyed it actually more than the first time I read it. The first time I read it, I gave it 2 stars. Now I enjoyed it more, so I gave it 3 stars this time around. So yeah, I finished that while doing all the book stuff. Look at this one pile, by the way. Look at all these books. And that's not like even a lot compared to other books. Okay, you shall see me later. Oh my god. I was just gonna update my vlog and then you can see my new shelves and they look insane. I'm so happy. Either way, a quick vlog update because I am on spreads and I have 4 minutes until this is over. I got mail today but I didn't open it on camera because I was busy reorganizing. But I got Season of Storms by Andrzej Sapkowski. This is the last one that I needed in this edition, so now I have all of them. And I got the only little shelf. I can't actually see where. I think it's down here. And they look amazing. So yeah, very happy about that. Last night I did read Komi Can Communicate Volume 3 by Tomohito Oda. This one basically follows Komi, who has communication problems. She's trying to get 100 friends but is struggling a lot with it because she has communication problems. She basically can't talk and just has anxiety and etc. And it's a really sweet thing to see her getting friends and like coming out of her shell while at the same time everyone respecting how she is, or not everyone respecting it, but that she gets true friends that know how she is and supports her and helps her getting friends, and it's really sweet. So yeah, I am really enjoying the series. There's like a billion volumes. I'm only on volume 3, but now I have loads of room for loads of manga. Yay! And then tonight, why I'm on sprints, I am gonna read Within the Sanctuary of Wings by Marie Brennan. Obviously not an Asian book, but I need to read it for my Patreon read along. We read like all series together, and this is the one. This is second to last one, but kind of the last one as well, because the next one I think is kind of more of a spin-off because it's a different main character, and I've been excited to read the final one since like the old one came out years later. The poll for next series should be up very soon, so yay. I'm planning to finish this tonight. We had one sprint, a long one because I had to eat, so hopefully I will finish in like when I 2 hours ish. Basically done with all my books now. I've forgotten a few and need to like fix some stuff and then fix my room in general. Like my desk is a mess, and then I can get a new reading chair and life is really great. Very happy. See you later. A little while later. Wait, is it better if I take on this? Oh god. Once it settles down, is it better? It's a bit yellow. Either way, that's a bit blue. It doesn't matter. I finished Within a Sanctuary of Wings, and this I think is literally my favorite. This is what I thought the book would be when we started with the first book. I can see that the foundation of the series, of what it did, it makes sense
that like we ended up here in a way. Like I was kind of like, you know, disappointed in the beginning that we didn't have enough dragons, but I can see that the story needed the foundation to go here. But also I think we also could have started here. I don't know, but I ended up really liking this one and the stuff that's happening. It is the 5th one in the series, and I'm like a bit bittersweet because like it is kind of over with this character. I know the next one is about another character, but at the same time I feel like it was a satisfying way to end it as well. So yeah, I think I'm giving it like 4 to 5 stars this one. I can put it in my wrap-up pile. I shall read In the Watchful City tomorrow, which is for Facing Gaze. Unless Yellowface shows up, then I need to read both. And that's all I have to say for tonight. Now I need to soon go to bed. See you later.
So I couldn't sleep last night. So I am very tired. I'm gonna take a nap. But I got a lot of packages in the mail, so I thought I would open them first. I tried this new angle and like, you're too far. You're too far up. Maybe if I sit on some pillows. Well, it's fine. It's fine. So, package. I hope this is B-stars because it hasn't arrived and it's been like 100 years. So it should be B-stars. Yes, it's my one missing copy. There's only 21 now. I actually officially have all of them. Could finish the series, but it would take me a little while. Then I got this mysterious one. I think maybe this might be one of the used books I bought. But I don't have anything to open it with, which was very annoying. It's huge. What is this? I honestly don't know what this is. What is this? Ah! It's not any of the things I thought it was. I thought it was maybe one of my used books, but it's not. I'm sorry, I'm being noisy. It is Dig Fun Light, another copy, which is the Forbidden Planet edition, which has the blue sprayed edges. I wanted this because I'm getting an orange sprayed one, but it's not going to be here for a while. Apparently also signed. And I had kind of forgotten I bought this. And why do I have this? I honestly don't know. But now I have another copy. Yay! I had forgotten it arrived. It was just such a big, weird package. I just didn't get it. I get it now. And then we have a FAES package, which I think is like the monthly book. No Yellowface today, but I have like another like pickup note. But I don't think that is Yellowface. I think that is Hellbound. That was wrong last time. So I should go and get it, but I'm also like... so I bother getting it today. We shall see. Okay, so I'm showing you badly. Kiss or Kill. It should be the monthly FAES book. I don't remember what it is. I think I could skip. I don't think I have skips left. What is it? It is The Curse of Saints by Kate Dramis. Never ever heard about this. I kind of had to get it because I don't want to cancel my subscription because I don't want to lose early access. But then at the same time, I'm actually not interested in older books. This is the book. It looks like this. And then it's like art, which was cool. Like I'm not saying, I'm not saying that the book is not pretty. I just don't know if I will read it. I'll break it up otherwise. And the spread edges are really cool. Like it's a gorgeous book. I just don't know how interested I am in it. But so now I have it. So we'll probably read it at one point. But I never heard about it. And it's also signed. Yay! Well, that was that. Now I shall take my nap. Then I have a little live show with invitations. I also bought a book today. I said I wasn't gonna buy any until like mid-June, but I bought this one, which was very cheap. Which is the first one in this series about this crime detective Norway region book. And it was like the first one and it was like 79, so I just got it. Even though I could have waited, but I was like, I want to get it now. Because I'm gonna get it anyway. I need to remember to get my package whenever I have time for that. Now, ready for my nap. You shall see me later. No Yellowface, though. I'm so sad. I got another package and nowhere to sit the camera. You'll be here on the top of my whole wrap up. Wait. You're a bit low, it's fine. Is this Yellowface? Or is it just the monthly book from Illuma Crate? Who knows? Oh, I have some scissors. Honestly, who knows? Also, it's a mess here because I'm trying to clean. And it's a mess. But we shall see. What can it be? Yellowface, Yellowface, please be Yellowface. Oh no, now I have to read it. I have to read it. I don't have any time. I used so long time on other stuff. My Illumicrate yellow face. Sorry, I realized you couldn't see my face the whole time I was unboxing. I was grinning like an idiot. I realized I stood like this. I'm sorry, I forgot I was filming. Obviously I have more copies coming, but it's finally here. Oh, look at it. What's this? Why is like a note on the top of like... Oh my god, because the book, it's about, you know, the author sign. Oh my god, that's a play on... Yeah. Ah, oh. Ah, it's here and it has like the dripping spit edges thingy. I don't know. I need to read it. I need to read it now. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, it was playing on. Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. Whew. I shall see. I need to now hurry clean. I need to like be so productive that I can sit under sprints and read this. Literally dying. Hello. I read all the stuff I wanted to do today. I haven't uploaded until now. I did 3 AM. I set up to read FAES, which I received. Got. My copy arrived. When I said I received it, it sounded like someone gave it to me. It's like I got it myself. I'm very tired. It's 3 AM. I set up to read because everything today took a long time. I'm gonna wrap up this vlog with thoughts tomorrow because it was the last day for the month. It was the last reads for the month. So you should see me then. I really need to go to bed. Yeah, FAES was amazing. I knew it was going to be, so I'm really not surprised, to be honest, and it was amazing. Okay, now it is the next day, and I'm awake because it's not 3 AM anymore, and I'm going to wrap up this vlog. So last night, I did end up reading And It Was for City by Lu. This was an interesting read where we have a main character that is kind of a guardian, and Air is like really closeted in the space Air has been living in, and then this outsider comes in and tells Air stories about the outside world. It's a bit weird because like the stories, I didn't really get them completely, but yeah, it is the Facing Gates pick for May, and Elijah shall come. So when that comes, I will be able to hopefully understand and talk about it more. I'm giving it a 4 for now, but I have a feeling it might be lower to a 3.5 or a 3 in a live, but we shall see what we can out of it. It can also go the opposite way. But yeah, that was that. And I also managed to read Blue Flag Volume 6 by Kaito. So this one is about 2 dudes and a girl, and they all are in love with each other, kind of like a circle, but like not all of them know about it. It's kind of just about that and them living a high school life. Yeah. It is actually much more deeper than I thought it would ever go. I have, I think, 2 volumes left, so we shall see. I feel like I've been reading it for ages, even though it's like 8 books long, but there was like a period where I couldn't get a hold of, I think it was volume 4 or 5, so I didn't read it for ages because it was like impossible to get a hold of. That was the times. And then of course I read Yellowface, which is about this white author stealing an Asian author book after she passes, and then she publishes it and gets a huge success. It's a lot about like how publishing works, as well as the landscape of publishing and Twitter especially, and how it has affected, what can you say, point of views for different people in later days. I'm not saying that this is necessarily a bad thing, but it's definitely not always a good thing for different perspectives. And even though our main character is terrible, I also had a lot of like sympathy for her. I felt really bad for her, which is like maybe not a good thing. I just meant that like it was written in a way where like I felt bad for her, because even though she did a terrible thing, it doesn't always mean that you deserve terrible things happening to you, because it's kind of just like fighting fire with fire in my head. And I'm not saying that the things she did was correct, but I'm also not saying that just because someone does one wrong doesn't mean that they then needs to get every wrong thing happening to them, if you know what I mean. That is at least what I think. And it made me feel bad, but then also everyone was kind of terrible. But of course she was terrible, but I think it was written in a way that you still could think for a second and be like, but this is not okay either, at least in my head. But obviously the grounds is of that the main character was terrible. But I still felt bad for her. Which I just say is a well-written book. I think like the thoughts and reflections and the commentary that this book gave is like stuff I would never be able to write down, but stuff I've been thinking myself. It's like very much this book. It's like, you know, a lot of things that I think a lot of the time. I am giving obviously 5 out of 5 stars. It was exactly how I thought it would be. I laughed out loud. It was like absurd to read, but in a way then also very realistic, which is, I don't know if that's sad or good. I don't know. But it was amazing. Obviously very different from Kwang's other work and my least favorite so far. But it's still like a favorite and like 5 out of 5 stars. I loved it. Would recommend it immensely and just... I think the conversation this sparks as well is like very interesting. I knew I was gonna love it and it was exactly what I thought. I also managed to like bow my dust jacket because like everything fell on the dust jacket that was lying on the table and I'm sad about it because now it has a crease forever and now I'm sad about it, but it's fine. Yeah, what did I even read this week? I don't know if I even bothered holding up the pile. It was a lot because it was not a week, it was a bit more, right? Where did we end last week? We ended on Silver and Nightfall, right? I added on 40 books for May as well. That's a lot of books I read. Maybe I should get them. Right, I realized something. I didn't talk about the other book I also finished last night, which was Love Boat, which was the sequel to Love Boat. What's it called? Love Boat Taipei, and this was Love Boat Reunion. I was reading it for 5 support group, but I decided to finish it on Audiobook yesterday. And it was really good. I didn't expect to actually care that much about the story because I've had like total okay with the first one. But this one was just really good. I just really enjoyed the character developments. Just how the characters were written. I was really feeling with them and cheering for them. I want to see them be okay. And I was like very invested in this. Very emotionally invested in this. I like almost cried several times. And I just felt very attached to the stories. So I'm just like, dang, this was a really good book. And I'm just like, yeah. So I'm giving it like 4.5 out of 5 stars. My enjoyment was very high. I'm not saying that the book is perfect and like the best book in the world, but just since my enjoyment was so high, I'm getting a really high rating. So yeah, I also read that yesterday. I forgot to say. Did I even say that like I read Reorganizing? I don't remember, but I listened to Reorganizing with Erica. I think I said that. But I gave that 5 out of 5 stars because it was amazing, even if you haven't play the game. But I don't have my physical copy yet. And I also did mention I listened to the Dream Themes, right? So with all of those, if you don't have even Renation here, this is all the books I read in this vlog. It looks insane. But that's also because I finished like 2 audios I've been in for a while, etc. But still, that's a lot of books. And as I said, on 40 books, if it's not incorrect, for the month. That is crazy. Here is my pile for this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. You should see me soon in a new vlog. I'm not weekly vlogging for June, but I'm doing some other reading vlogs. And yeah, you should see me soon. Bye!